Surviving the holidays with the family. I know that sometimes this can be challenging, so I want to share with you some things that can be helpful. So, the first thing is to remember that we all have the entanglements with others in the family system. Maybe, this person that we don't get along with, this family member, has an entanglement with somebody that was very difficult. They're just carrying that energy, and that's why they're difficult too. And they're not even aware of this. We all have those entanglements with other members in the family system that had challenges, difficulties, maybe that were excluded, that were forgotten, that were not accepted. And then we carry part of that and we become a little bit difficult toward others. And this can be happening with our family members as well. And that's why we have a difficult relationship with them. So we need to remember this, that it's not really that those people want to be difficult. It's just that they're not even aware that they are, or that they are aware and they want to change it and they can't because they have that entanglement that is so strong that it just, happens naturally. And they just think, oh my goodness, I did it again. Why? And some people just don't realize that they do it. So we need to remember this. We need to remember as well that if we have a sibling that's having a very challenging life, it's because they took on the most heavy traumas, the most heavy entanglements and difficulties. And thanks to that, we are better in our life. So we need to honor and respect that sibling, those challenges, and be grateful. Even if we don't get along with them, we can do this. And it is important. So another thing that is important is that, yes, we all have these entanglements with the family system, but we also have our traumas when we're growing up, our difficulties. We became who we are because of those situations. And most of the times we're not aware of really what happened in somebody else's life. So just be aware of this so that you understand that maybe those ways of behaving have to do with something that happened in the past that was very painful for that person. And that way we're able to see this person and connect in a different way, with more love, with more compassion. And that can help the relationship. Something else that's also important is that we often take things personally, very easily. It's always about us. And yes, sometimes it could be about us. But many times it has nothing to do about us. That person's having a bad day. That person's having a bad week, bad month, bad year. They're struggling and they're just in a bad mood because they're having a really hard time. It has nothing to do with us. So when we're able to understand all these aspects, we're able to get less upset with these people, these family members that are maybe a little bit difficult, that we don't get along with. So if we're going to get together, a tool that is very helpful is to start thinking about those people that we don't get along with and start to think, what are we grateful about them? And think as many things as we can. And if we cannot find anything when we're going to see them, we can think about what are we grateful in life. And this just shifts our energy. We don't enter that space already with this heaviness that we're going to meet somebody that we don't get along with. If we connect to gratefulness, we shift the energy in our life. We shift our energy in the moment. So that's something very powerful. So if you are able to think about something that you're grateful for those difficult people that are in your life, difficult family members, that's very powerful. And another tool that I want to share with you is to plan. If you already know that you're going to get together with somebody that you don't get along, then decide how are you going to do it so that it's easier. Maybe think about the past, what has not worked in the past, and stay away from doing the same thing. It's important to look at our responsibility, that we probably have also hurt the other person, and accept that, realize that we can also change some things in ourselves. But then we can look at this without trying to change the other person. Okay, the person is this way, so they're going to react, probably the same way as they have always reacted. They're going to say the same things. So what can I do about it? Maybe I can have some topics in my mind to change the conversation. Maybe I want to go to a different room and then help in the kitchen or have a conversation with somebody else. and stay away from the conversations that are going to trigger me and start those uneasiness, those moments of conflict. I can plan however you feel that it can be helpful to react in a different way. Have it in mind, because when it happens in that moment, we're going to have a blank mind and we're going to do it the same way as we do in the past. But if you already have something in mind, it's going to be easier to remember that idea and to act on it so that you're able to have a better time. I think the holidays are beautiful time in the year and a beautiful time to get together with people that you love, people that are important to you. Even if maybe you don't get along with some of them, they are important. And maybe you get along with some and not with others. So that you're able to enjoy the ones that you do get along with. So I hope that all this is helpful so that you're able to enjoy more this season. That I think that it's a magical season full of love and joy. I hope that you're able to live it this way.